trying to forget. But between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun.
It's been 2 weeks now since a teenager was killed as she tried to cross Greenville Boulevard. Her death has brought more attention to the issue of pedestrian safety, especially on busy roads. And one of the strongest calls for change is from an unlikely source. TV 12's Rob Holliday is in our Greenville newsroom tonight with that story. Rob?
Wes, dozens of Greenville teenagers are coming together to remember their friend Leslie Hill on a grand scale and make sure no one else is ever killed trying to cross Greenville Boulevard. 2 weeks after Leslie Hill was killed crossing a busy stretch of Greenville Boulevard, a small memorial remains there in her honor.
So many people cared about Leslie, and so many people care about the lives of the kids that are crossing Greenville Boulevard.
So Erica Eagle and dozens of her friends and classmates are getting together to build a more permanent memorial to Leslie, an overhead pedestrian bridge to span Greenville Boulevard.
They wanted to do something other than flowers or, you know, send a card or something. They wanted to do something that would be here for a long time.
Every time one child goes over, like once a day, just to get to school, that's one more chance they have of being killed on Greenville Boulevard. And it's not fair to them that they have to take that risk.
The group of mostly teenagers hopes to raise upwards of $1 million to build the bridge, which would be similar to one already in place in James City.
We have people everywhere helping. People that knew her at one point are helping because she became friends with anybody. If you knew her for more than 5 minutes, she was your friend.
Certainly if they came in and said, we got all the money we need to build it, that would eliminate any funding issues, but you still have to go through all the other process.
Like acquiring land to build the bridge, including on and off ramps that would span more than 100 feet and take several years to build.
We can still make this happen. If we may not be able to vote or do anything like that, we can't even hold a job, some of us, but we can make something happen in the community. She was a great person, and I hope she's happy with this.
Now the project's still in its very early stages. One of the biggest challenges the group is having right now is to set up a place where people can make donations, but they're working with area banks to set up a memorial account in Leslie's honor, and we hope to have more on that part of the project coming up in the next few days. Wes?
A great determination there. Thanks a lot, Rob. That young group also plans to sell purple and pink bracelets in Leslie's honor, and all the proceeds, of course, will go toward building that pedestrian bridge.
This is Eyewitness News 9, Nightside.
Good Monday evening. I'm Marty Scholes. Alan has the evening off. School is starting in just 3 days, but for some students in Greenville, a new chapter is about to begin without one of their friends. 14-year-old Leslie Hill was killed last spring while trying to cross Greenville Boulevard during rush hour traffic. Witnesses said Leslie thought the intersection at Fairview Way was clear of traffic. She was an 8th grader at E.B. Aycock Middle School. No charges were ever filed. Now friends, family, and state officials want to prevent any more accidents from happening. 3 intersections, including Greenville Boulevard and Fairview Way, are being considered for safety updates. And Leslie's friends want to help by raising about $500,000 for this project. 9 on Your Side's Carly Wegner went to a meeting with the kids and officials to find what's going to be done to keep our kids safe.
There are no traces of the accident now, except for the loss her friends deal with every day. They won't let Leslie Hill's death go unnoticed.
For such a horrible accident that happened to such a wonderful person is such bad, I hate to put it this way, but bad luck.
Taylor DeGrosse and Erica Eagle don't want that bad luck to happen to anyone else.
We want to do this because we want to make Greenville a safer place, because if you remember back in the day when you walked up the hill 18 miles in the snow, you could actually walk to school and not have to worry about it.
But now the girls say it is dangerous, especially at the intersection of Fairview and Greenville Boulevard, where their friend was killed. So now the 2 of them and about 24 others are trying to help make that intersection and 2 others safer. So in Leslie's honor, they want to raise money for more sidewalks, warning lights, and islands at the intersections close to E.B. Aycock Middle School. They also want to make a Leslie Hill Memorial exercise trail and start a pedestrian safety program, and hopes to educate students and pedestrians about crossing traffic. The price tag for all of this? About $500,000. That's a big task to take on. Do you guys feel like you're ready and motivated? And
We're more than ready. We've been thinking about this for 4 months now.
they also have the support of the DOT, but this stuff is needed. Why do they still have to pay for it?
They don't. And what will happen is we're doing a study right now. We're in the middle of it.
He says if the kids raise the money, it will bring the safety measures sooner.
From the start, we knew that we would be able to do it because Leslie had so many friends, and there are so many people willing to help.
Leslie's friends wanted to build a pedestrian bridge over the intersection where she was killed, but they feel these new options are better. They're hoping that bake sales, car washes, and concerts will help pay for it, and hoping the state and city will pitch in too. Marty?
Thanks, Alex. Today was International Walk to School Day. In Greenville, E.B. Aycock Middle School students joined students from 37 other countries in the event. It's designed to promote exercise, but also focus on pedestrian safety. Debbie Hill released balloons in honor of her daughter, Leslie. Leslie was an Aycock student who was killed crossing Greenville Boulevard 18 months ago.
It touched my heart in ways that I can't even begin to tell you. It's wonderful seeing all the support that these people who don't even know Leslie came out in her honor.
This is the first time a Pitt County school has been part of International Walk to School Day.